What is up, guys? We are live. Welcome to the first Q&A session for me, Daily Vape TV. So, see, rookie maneuver here. I forgot to mute the stream. So anyways, how's everybody doing tonight? I see we've got a few people in chat already. All right. What is up, everybody? Let's get some shout outs going on here. Cloud Chasing Vapes, Avalanche Reviews, Word Will, The Unknown, Kelsey Timmons, Aiden Cox, what's going on? All right, so sorry about the slight delay. Just had to get all my stuff all set up here and get the lighting and everything all good to go. So yeah, I'm new to this whole broadcasting thing. I should have done what I should have done is used I have broadcasting software. So, hey, Dino's up late. Dean the Devil Vapor. So yeah, let's see. We got some comments going on already. Oh geez, Nightbot is on it right now. Didn't expect me here, did you? No, I did not. It is pretty late where Dean is at. For those of you that don't know, Dean is a UK reviewer. He is amazing. He's a wonderful human being, and I love him. Greetings from Australia. Holy crap. Wow. Where's everybody from? I'm sure we have people from all over the place in here right now. So, guess we should kick it off with a bang here. Just settling in. I'll tell you guys what I've been vaping on. But while I'm doing that, feel free to tell me what you're vaping on. I would love to hear. So first of all, I've been using this one a lot. This is the Rig Tanker and the Hexome V3, of course. And yeah, I even though I might not enjoy like a particular device, or if I give it a negative review, it doesn't mean I don't use it. It's okay. The coil in here is still going strong. I've heard pluses and minuses about these smoke coils, and I guess I'm kind of a negative Nancy when it comes to things like that. But this is definitely holding up a lot better than the actual coils that come with it. No, it would help if I turned it on. Womp womp. I wish I had like a sound effects button. That would make my life a hell of a lot better. So we got, let's see. Wow, okay. So we have Apple Valley, California. Can't hear me. Well, you might want to, refresh your page. I hope the audio is coming through for everybody else. Apple Valley, California, UK, of course, Jersey, South Carolina, New Orleans, North Carolina, South Africa. Wow, what's up? Welcome. Mitch says death row. Nice. Yeah, Nightbot doesn't like spamming caps or spamming emojis and stuff like that, so you got to be careful. Don't blame me, blame Nightbot. For JR 1985, watch my review, man. I did a review on it this week. Enfield, Connecticut. Hey, what's going on, man? What is up? The second setup I've got going on is the Wismec RX2. I believe that's what this one's called. This one is the 2700, the dual 2700 that Wismec is coming out with. I'll try to show you here. Has this cool like slide thing. Oh, it's so satisfying. And you got some dual 2700s in there. And it has this such like satisfying, clickiness. I swear I have like minor OCD. And this just like ticks all the boxes for as far as that goes. Plus, it's got a huge ass button. This button is massive. This one's off too. I just literally pulled everything out of the vape bag, guys. I'm so unprepared for this. Kelsey, you might want to refresh. Sometimes it doesn't like refreshing automatically, so you might have to refresh. Anyone else having issues, let me know. Can you see me? Can you hear me? But yeah, tank I have is the Springer S by Tiger Tech. This is the one that I did the build video on last week. And this video is basically because I didn't do a Fresh Build Friday video, and I felt bad because I was super busy last night. I really wanted to get a video out, but I just had zero time at all. I've been extremely busy lately with stuff for Blaz, getting ready for Showcase Dallas. So if you're going to be at Showcase in Dallas, Texas, I'll see you there. But the Springer S on top of here, which I am enjoying thoroughly. I really do like this little tank here. Pretty damn good, vapor production for a single coil at 60 watts. The juice I have in that one is fresh squeezed pineapple berries. Been using that all week, and it's been going quite well. Next up, haven't really been using this one too much. This is the Vapresso Revenger kit with the Hextron tank on top. I did a review of that not too long ago. And yeah, it's been all right. I mean, the Hextron tank is still, it's all right. You know, it's one of those like decent tanks. It's not great, but it's decent. Again, 60 watts, 0.5 ohm coil, and in there I've got some of this stuff. This is Gold Tooth. This is one of One Hit Wonder's. I don't know if it's exclusive for the UK or what, but this is a 50 ml bottle, as you can see down there. And this is their Nick Shot range, so I had to actually add nicotine to this and shake it up, which is what those guys over there have to deal with, which totally sucks, let me tell you. Next up, I've got the Duo 3 by Sigelli with the triple 28 on top. This beast right here. This thing is absolutely massive. And I've been digging it. Same build, same cotton, same everything. Going 2 weeks strong now on this cotton with, of course, my favorite, Blaz E-Liquid, my own brand. So yeah, I'm going to pimp my own stuff because it's my channel. But this is Blaz E-Liquid. Really, really, really good stuff. If you haven't tried it, try it out. Make sure your local shop carries it. But yeah, 2 weeks strong on that cotton right there. No issues whatsoever. Oh yeah, didn't mention that I'm using the Rig Reserve Influx juice on the rig tanker, so felt I had to mention that as well. And yes, I am holding this thing together with a like a vape band because this thing likes to just pop off. Can't stand it. I don't know what it is, but the battery compartment thing likes to just, excuse me, pop off at a moment's notice, which I find extremely annoying. Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys have been seeing this guy around. And I know a lot of people want it. This is the BF, Pulse BF Squonk mod. So far, I'm definitely digging it. I wish I had a charged 2700 because, as you can see here, no battery. I totally forgot to charge my 2700. I would show you guys a little bit of a tour of this thing, but that's not what this stream is about. It's all about you guys out there. So yeah, let's just run through here. I'm getting a ton of comments here. Let's see. Davenport, Iowa. More Californians out there. Dean's rocking a RevTech Rev Nitro and Jack Vapor S22 tank with Frozen Custard by Max VG. Cali, yep. Serpent Mini on the Phantom Mech, okay. Let's see. Zoom. Go back down here, see what you guys are talking about. West Virginia in the house. Cleveland, Ohio. Dead Rabbit and Aurora on my Alien with Captain mods. Okay. iJoy Combo 2 on the Tesla. Enfield in the house. That's right. Let's see. 29 pounds. More Californians. What's up? What's up? All right. So I'm pretty much caught up on these comments here. Where can you get Blaz e-liquid? Yes, you can get it online, blazliquids.com or Giant Vapes or mojovapor.com. I'll post a link in the description after this video goes live. And this is kind of like a sort of live vlog. I totally miss doing vlogs. I really got to get back into it for you guys, but I've been insanely busy. You guys have no idea. Brazil in the house. What is up? Holy shnikes. I should swear on this little live stream. Not really. Don't really care. But hey. Let's see. How's the button? The button on the, I'm assuming you're talking about the Pulse. It's good. I was a little bit worried about it because I saw some stuff come out about it, about, you know, it's not a MOSFET, blah, blah, blah. I mean, basically, they wanted to keep the cost down. So this is like a super budget-friendly squonk mod. And I mean, I love the bottle. I like the little safety feature. You can kind of turn it on and off. That's nice. And it doesn't heat up at all. I have a really low build in here, and it doesn't heat up whatsoever. So pretty happy about it, honestly. Gotta say, it's fine. I mean, the button's just a nice. It doesn't click or anything, but you know what? That's not what I was kind of expecting out of it. So it actually feels better than a lot of other squonk mods that I've had. And I am drinking New Belgium Fat Tire. It's my go-to. I'm kind of in between beer seasons right now. I totally drink for the season. And I've had my fill of Oktoberfest beers. Now I'm kind of moving on to just some ales and stuff like that, some kind of brown ale, red ale, sort of stuff like that. And then I'm slowly moving my way to heavier stuff like stouts and porters. Yeah, everyone that has a 2700 battery should probably just get themselves the BF Squonk because it's pretty darn cool. Yeah, Mooch did testing on the Switch with good results, Scott Smith says. I'm going to try to read these questions out loud too, because when the stream goes live, I want people to know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Dean says it's around 25 pounds here in the UK. Thinking of getting one with some extra panels. Yeah, I think they sent me extra panels too, actually. You know what? They did. Just plain old white ones. Nothing too fancy. But hey, there's that. What else is in here? Oh, that's the adapter for the 18650. And a couple of little extras. Sneak peek, you guys. Sneak peek on the Pulse BF review. Pulse Squonker. Anyways, let's get back to some of these questions and stuff. So yeah, let's just get started here, I guess, with the questions. I know I've been answering a few of them already, but let's go ahead here. Let's see. Whoa, you guys are typing so fast. Oh, that sucks. You gotta, I don't know. Kelsey says she's having problems watching on her phone. You might have to refresh a couple of times or something. If you're in a bad area where you don't get data or Wi-Fi, then that's gonna suck for you, unfortunately. Where I'm gonna get some custom drip tips. Custom drip tips. There's a million places you could go to. Personally, I like Gatorboard, Half Moon Mods, and Double Helix, but there's also Just the Tip and about 8,000 other ones. Honestly, there's so many custom tips, tip makers out there. You can always find yourself someone. You could probably Google it at this point, and just there's going to be a huge list. I build my own custom vape mod and the battery started smoking. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. I would probably just stick with something that's regulated because it has safety features. Safety features are good. Safety features are your friend. Let's see. All right. Okay. You guys are typing so fast. I'm trying to cover as much as I can. We got Wales. Hey, what's up? Richard Crawford from Wales. Noisy Cricket was a decent mod. Really? No, I disagree. I never liked the Noisy Cricket. The Noisy Cricket 2 definitely brought it back and gave it a little bit of a better reputation, but the Noisy Cricket 1, I think that thing needs to go away as soon as possible. I know in the right hands and everything, it's fine, but there's too many of them right now in the wrong hands. Let's put it that way. South Africa. Wow. Matthew Blumeris. I hope I didn't murder your name there. Much love, dude. Big ups. Let's see. Pre-ordered it in September, says Dan. Nice. Swivel from my build videos. You can go on, I think it's usaohmreaders.com. Link will be down there in the description after this video goes live. But yeah, that's a really good little spinner jig. I definitely like that. I'm trying to upgrade my build kit here. I just have no time, man. All my free time goes to YouTube. Cloud Chasing Vapes needs a shout out. Big shout out to you, Cloud Chasing Vapes from Daily Vape TV. Make sure you guys go check out. I'm assuming you have a channel. Make sure you go check that out. Let's see. Black Pulse need to order the big batteries. Yeah, definitely. I could throw an 18650 in there. You guys want to see it? I'll if you guys want to see it, I'll do it. Trying to keep up. What size are my plugs? They are 1.5 inches. Nice and even. I could fit slightly bigger plugs in though, but I don't want to stretch anymore. Let's see. Trying to keep up here. You guys are typing so fast. Jealous not just of the beard. Nice. Monty Marino says, I heard the Athena was pretty good too. I'm addicted to squonking. I really need a good BF RDA. Well, maybe if you entered my giveaway, then you'll win one tonight. Let's see. Whoa. People saying do it. All right, I will. Hold on. We got 37 people watching right now. So shout out to you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. Share the stream around with your friends. Tell them to come join in on the fun. Because I'm going to be doing this for another hour and 40 minutes. What about some new Dead Rabbit? I don't have a Dead Rabbit. I really need to get one of those myself. Because I feel like I'm missing out on all the fun. And so many people, like, you know, I get so many messages and everything from people saying, I need to do a build on this particular RDA. I don't have those RDAs. I have whatever, you know, companies will send me. And sometimes I will occasionally get something myself just randomly. But if I don't have something, I mean, I'm kind of stuck. I mean, I want to make everyone happy out there. But at the same time, it's like I have to do what I have in front of me, essentially. And half the stuff that I have RDAs that I still haven't even built on, which is just crazy. So I really need to play catch up. Mitch says I'm from Boston. I'm in the western part of the state, not quite Boston, but I am from Mass. Trying to catch up on all these comments here. Do it. Yeah. Let's see. Good place to get batteries. Well, a vape shop for sure. Definitely a good place to get batteries. But if you don't have a vape shop near you or you can't get to one, then imrbatteries.com is definitely a trusted source. Or there's also, I've used Battery Bro before and they're pretty good. There's also illume.com. I believe it's .com. They are pretty good as well. I'll put some good battery stuff down there in the old description after this goes live here. There's no random giveaway. There's the Pulse 24 giveaway that I did a while ago. I've been kind of slacking, and I haven't done my my announcement yet. So I will be making an announcement about that later on in this. Grim Green's vape tour. No, he's staying on the West Coast this year. I was talking to him. I'm like, bro, you got to come out to the East Coast. We got to do a little East Coast tour featuring your boy Daily Vape TV. I'll be in the background of all his videos, just like the old days. Did anyone see his Midwest Vapor Expo? Jesus. Did anyone see his Midwest Vapor Expo video where I like got to film? That was fun. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with you guys here. You're going too fast. I've already answered what size my plugs are. What's your favorite beer / juice mix? That's a good one. James Vandervoort says, what's my favorite beer / juice mix? I'm assuming that's the question, like a beer pairing. So yeah, beer pairing, I'd like a really good, rich, like stout, like any kind of chocolate stout or barrel-aged stout, you know, there's one called the Yeti. That's a really good one. I think that's a stout. I'm pretty sure. Oh my God, I haven't had it in a year. Yeah, Nick and the other Nick tour. But you get yourself a good like chocolate stout or milk stout, something like that, and then pair it with something that kind of like goes along with it. So I imagine, you know, if you get a good chocolate stout or something like that, then you got to do like if I don't know if you guys have ever had MBYC from Sick Boy. It's a pralines and vanilla ice cream. That tastes just like that combination tastes like a chocolate like malted milkshake with pralines, and it's amazing. It's like creamy goodness in your mouth. Okay, that came out wrong. Don't quote me on that. Good night, Dean. Have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you on the stream on Sunday, the Super Awesome Vape Show. For those of you that don't know, we're doing it on Vinny Sir Vaping a Lot's channel this week. So we will probably be doing an announcement little thing tomorrow or something about that. And it's going to be over on Vinny's channel this week. And it's Sunday, U.S. East Coast time, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., UK time, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Dean says, hashtag creamy goodness. Shut up, Dean. You. We have Michael Harden says, what's your opinion on CBD e-juice? Honestly, I have no real aversion to CBD, but I find that vaping it is not the most efficient way to use it. It's an okay way. Like you can do it and it's going to have, you know, it's going to give you the effects, but I find that the dosage is harder to regulate because you're just kind of putting it into a tank of e-liquid and just puffing away on it. And, you know, you have to kind of like guesstimate and, it's tough, you know. Personally, whenever I use CBD, which I use it maybe once or twice a month when I have like an ache or a cramp or something like that I just can't get to go away. I have fruit flies hanging around my room. I swear to God, I am plagued. But whenever I have like a nagging pain that I can't get to go away, I just do a little dropper full of CBD under my tongue and it's good. So it's not bad. I use like the 1,000 milligram, like pretty strong stuff, but I feel like that's worth it. You know, spend the money, get the stronger stuff, and it'll pay for itself after a few times using it. You know, I try not to take pills. Basically, that's like the bottom line is like I try my hardest not to ever take pills. So if I have a headache, I'm going to get to the source of the problem before I take a medication, you know, some sort of medication for it. So yeah, that's my thoughts on CBD. Rob Jones says, hashtag creamy goodness and MBYC in the same conversation. Yeah. See, it's just those stupid slip of the tongues that you guys don't get to see in my videos because I do that sort of stuff all the time. I like literally don't know how to talk. I don't know how to speak English, I swear. Vapid Case says, gonna get the Athena by Geek Vape, supposed to be better than the Pulse. Ooh, drama. Hardest deck to build on, says Matthew. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your last name anymore. I'm probably just destroying it, but Matthew, hardest deck to build on. There was a couple of them that come to mind. One is the iGo W something. I forget what it was, but it was like a 5-post deck. There's like 4 smaller outer posts and 1 big inner, like middle post. That one was a royal pain in the ass. And then the other one was called the Cat's Dripper. I think I've done a build video on it like way back in the day. But yeah, that one was that was a pain. It had like 4 screws. Like basically think of like don't have a good example here, but think of like the lip of your build deck, like the outer edge. There's 4 screws on that, and then you have to go from that side to higher up in the center post and capture it. And it was meant to be a 4-coil, and it was just a nightmare. I could barely do it with 2 coils in there and get it to work properly without shorting. Big shout out to Mike's Mex Reviews. He's in the building or in the chat, I guess, right now. Big shout out to you, Mike, of course, another one of my co-hosts on the Super Awesome Vape Show, which we will see on Sunday. Let's see. Mark says, hey, my Soren Air is burnt and it's not crackling like it used to when I take a hit. Can you give me some solutions? Both solutions. Oh, okay. If it's burnt, mine is starting to taste a little bit funky, but honestly, what helps, take the pot out, plug up the air holes, give it a little tug on that, and then you might see like a little air bubble pop up. That's a good sign. Also, make sure your contacts and everything stays nice and clean too, because cleanliness, next to godliness. But yeah, keep it clean. Sometimes you might have to just give it a little dry. I call it a dry puff. It's when you don't hit the fire button on a mod, but it's basically like plugging up the airflow and forcing air in, or pressure into the tank. That's what I meant to say. Athena is nice. Athena is nice and good price. Can't go wrong, says Cloud Chasing Vapes. Have you heard? And Mike's Mex Reviews says, Nick, have you heard anything about the Breeze not charging? Honestly, I've heard some horror stories of pretty much every different kind of pod or mod or everything. I work at a vape shop, so I literally see the problems. So I get to see a little bit of everything when it comes to troubleshooting. And a lot of times it could be something simple like keeping your contacts clean or using a different cable or something like that. Just so many times it's something super, super simple. But then there's other times these sort of things just brick, and then you just got to go through the warranty process. But hopefully the distributors, that's the second time I've done that today, can help you out. Let's see. The Dude RDA. The Dude RDA looks pretty tough, gotta say. I don't have one. I kind of want one just because it's like different. I like the really different ones. Rob Jones says the deck on the 454 kept me from buying one. I like a challenge. A lot of times I like a challenge. Let's see. Kyle Roundtree says, have you tried the 2 4mm fuse Clapton coils in your mesh RDA? If not, I should. You know what? I have not. I haven't put anything but mesh in the mesh, so I really want to try it with coils. But yeah, I will definitely give that a shot. I don't know about 4mm; those are massive. I usually go for around 3.5 sometimes. 3.5 millimeter coils are really good on mechs, from what I've found. Richard Crawford says, "What are your thoughts on the drop RDA from DigiFlavor?" Well, Brian from Vapor Chronicles just hit me up the other day, and he's sending me one, so I will know in a few short days. And guess what? That's probably going to be the next Fresh Build Friday. Shh. Keep these questions coming, guys. I love it. Let's see. Ben, not even going to pronounce that last name. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible with last names. I know my own is pretty difficult as well, but good show, Nick. I watched them all. Appreciate everything you're doing, man. Keep it up. Thank you, man. That really makes my effort worth it. You know, like whenever you see, you know, someone comes up to you and says, "Hey, you're doing a great job," you know, it just makes you feel good. So I really do appreciate that. One I got for Stoptober won't charge. Jeez, wow. Yeah, Mike says his Breeze won't charge. Well, that kind of sucks. Boo. I mean, I have had devices that were just pretty much dead from the get-go, or they only last a week. It's all just the manufacturing process, and you know, a lot of these devices are just not meant to last like they used to be. Mike says 3.5mm coils are banging in the Kylan. Yeah, I believe that. I'm gonna have to try, I think, some 3.5mm in the old Kylan sometime. All things Brandy channel. I will probably have a stroke if I win. Well, let's hope not, because then you won't be able to get to use it. Postless deck RDA says James. What's a good one? I would say right now, I love my Pulse 24. It's really good. I honestly think the mesh RDA is also a really good option as well, because it's so unique. The only thing that really holds me back from just straight up recommending that one is the lack of a actual, like, what am I trying to think of? There's a word, it just escaped. Don't know where it went. Juice well. Wow, that took me forever. There's no juice well. So that's a little bit disappointing with that one. Let's see. Richard Crawford says, "What's going to happen?" Oh, hold on. I'm losing posts now. What's going to happen with the live Sunday show on the 29th? As of right now, the 29th show for Super Awesome Vape Show is canceled. There's no way we can get enough people together, and everyone, you know, a lot of our audience is in the UK, so we're just going to say that one is canceled for right now, just because I don't think it's worth doing a show. Maybe I'll go live solo for those of you that can't attend. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Let's see. Best RTA for a hybrid. Well, I wouldn't recommend an RTA on a hybrid. Full stop. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this, but I believe the Kylan does have a protruding 510 post. But don't quote me on that. I will have to double check that, because you got to be super, super, super duper careful. Let's see. Rob says, "Does the VaporCon poll Lou put out have you a little excited?" Yes, I am a big VaporCon fan. For those of you that don't know what VaporCon is, it is an old school event. I've gone twice, and I want to go back again, although as of right now, there are no events planned in the near future. But it was basically an annual meeting of like all the people that had shows on, was it VP Live? Oh, man, or Vape TV, whatever. You know what I mean. But yeah, so all these hosts to all these different shows got together, and it's basically just a big raging party. more than like a convention. It's just so homey. We all stayed at the this little hotel where the convention was, and it's just this like nice little cozy place to be in Virginia, and it's lovely. And we got to go to Guar Bar, which was pretty rad. Favorite wire / build for flavor. Currently, it's a fused Clapton with 26 and 36, paralleled with a strand of 24 gauge stainless. I want to say 6 wraps fused Claptons. It's technically 7 wraps of stainless. Dual coil preferred. But yeah, that is definitely my go-to build for flavor. I've done a few variations on that. Of course, you could do a standard 28 gauge, 28 and 32 gauge Clapton as your core, or as your regular, flavor wire or whatever. But man, is copper post bad to vape with? Says James. Yes, technically yes, as long as if it's a Chinese made device with a copper center post, I wouldn't trust it because so much Chinese copper has lead in it. If it's an American made, something like the Kennedy, then it's okay, but I still kind of it's like right on the edge of risky. But yeah, just make sure it doesn't have lead in it. Bottom line, I trust Kennedy because they use a blend. I believe it's called tellurium copper. They make golf clubs out of it and stuff like that. I did a little bit of homework when I did my Kennedy reviews, and it's okay. But secret thing that you can do on Kennedy's website if you are ordering a Kennedy atomizer is you can actually request in the order comments stainless steel post instead of copper. So if you're interested in that, then definitely. If you're scared to order something with copper, then just do that. Boom, problem solved. Vapid case would totally still get the pulse, though. Tony B is one hell of a nice guy. Yes, this is true. Tony's awesome. Got to catch up on some comments here. Matt White says, I met you at Vape Showcase in Atlanta. What's up, Matt White? How's it going? Thanks for keeping up with me. NVE Reno. I was not at the Reno show. We actually had a couple of guys go across the country. They drove across the country to be at those shows. But yeah, I heard it was kind of a iffy show. I don't know. That's just what I heard through the grapevine. I'm just filling up the dead air with noise. What is Richard says? What are the reasons to wrap SS wire with nichrome? Stainless steel wire heats up really fast. So if you want something with no ramp up time whatsoever, use stainless steel. I got to read these comments because people watching this that may watch after the actual event would like to know what's going on. But Vape Case says, I still rock the Peerless RDA Special Edition. Can get some decent builds on that and damn good flavor. I've heard good things about the Peerless. Shout out to UK Andy. What's going on? Got a couple of UK people tuning in late night over there. What's the matter, guys? You can't sleep? Let's see. Oh. Kyle says, if you're having trouble with over dripping in your mesh RDA, use a needle tip bottle. Yes, that is a very good point, Kyle. I usually don't over drip, but lately I've been getting into the habit of just kind of blowing my juice down the drip tip. And I know that's a Grim Greenism. I can't help it. That's the only good way to express what that sound is or what that action is. I have tried Blue Pucker by Tony B. It's really good, and his new flavor is coming out soon, which I should have in my hands probably soon as well. Yes, Jennifer, Jennifer, you are one of our biggest fans, and we so appreciate it. You have no idea. Got to show that Blaz love. Oh yeah, Blaz love. Boom. Blaz loves you too. All of my mods are off. Okay. I was not prepared for this. Like most of the time when I'm just chilling in my room, it'll be like the Soren Air or the Fix or the Jewel, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, super secret thing that I'm doing. I've got a Jewel accessory coming up pretty soon too. So yeah. Let's see. Gotta get caught up here. Blue Pucker. Mark has a question. What's the perfect nicotine level for Soren? I can't pronounce that. I'm so bad. Currently, I'm vaping 3. If you're vaping 3 milligram on a regular mod, then you want to do probably 6 or maybe even 12. Like usually with my mouth to lung setups, I'll do 12 all day. Even 18 would be a good way to go. I mean, it depends on how you can tolerate nicotine. Like personally, I feel like I have a higher tolerance, so I can like vape the more nicotine. Like I have Nick Salt 25 milligram in this right now, and it is delicious, Mr. Salty Juice. Matt wants to know what's an affordable mech. I've been recommending lately the Tricker Kit by Coil Art and the VGod mech mod that's pretty cheap as well. Some pretty decent affordable mechs, you know? Gotta love them. Let's see. And I'm sorry if I'm reading these out of order. I'm just trying to like play catch up and answer the easier ones first. Let's see. YouTube is an insomniac's best friend. Yep. Flavor of Blue Pucker is blue raspberry, plain and simple, like a slush puppy or something. Slushy, whatever you guys have. I don't know. Shaved ice. Let's see. Hashtag beard envy. Thank you. I've been growing this thing for over a year. It was 1 year since a little over a year now. Yeah, since I shaved it last. It was after Vape Showcase Dallas. Alex Clark from CASA said if they get 100 signatures or 100 letters to go to my mind went blank. The guy that got reelected. Oh my God. My mind is completely shot right now. I can't remember. But yeah, he said if he gets 100 letters to him, I'll remember after the stream ends, I swear to God, and it's going to really bug me. But if he gets 100 letters going to him, then I have to shave my beard. And I said, yeah. And he got 101. All right. Let's see. We got some more UK people floating in. Seth asks, what's my favorite build for performance and your favorite just to build? Favorite performance build? Honestly, dual fuse Clapton 26 and 36 gauge nichrome 80, 3 millimeter inner diameter, 7 wraps, 0.22 ish. That is amazing performance. It's all I'll ever need as far as performance goes. And as far as just for fun builds, 5 wrap 20, nichrome 80. Simple, easy cloud build. Wow, Nightbot is having a fit. I'm sorry, Mike. Mike's trying to post something, and Nightbot's shooting him down here. What about new 510 pins? Where to get them? 510 pins for what? For your mod? For your Addy? For what? I gotta know. I'm trying to knock out all of these questions, James. Yes, he says your show is awesome. You have answered 3 of my questions. Yes. Hopefully, I will be able to do more of these because I know a lot of people have a lot of questions. So that's exactly what I'm here to do. There's 2 things on the menu tonight: Q&A and picking a winner for the giveaway. Ron Johnson, thank you. Jesus Christ. Thanks, Jen. Let's see here. 3 o'clock in South Africa? Oh my God. You really can't sleep, huh? Jayton Evans says, for pod system, would you get a Juul or a Fix? Well, both. Honestly, the Juul is super nice for how small it is. If you want something that's like the tiniest little thing possible, then the Juul. I like the double tap feature. Oh, this one is, yeah, completely dead. Every time, 10p. Every time I took my Juul out of my pocket at the London Vape Show, it had 10p stuck to it. 10 pence. This one's still alive, but it doesn't pull. Lovely. This thing has some major flaws, though, I will say. If I keep my pod in it, I'm not like I forget whether it was it was probably the review of the Juul, but if I keep a pod in it, it just dies. This thing was fully charged the other day, and I did not, I had like a handful of vapes off of it, and that's it. And if I keep a pod in there, just dies. Just dies. Fix. Going strong. It's almost dead, but it's still going strong. The Fix I find better for performance. I think it's better overall. It has bigger pods. It has a bigger battery. Better overall. But the Juul flavors are better, I think, than the Fix, in my humble opinion. Let's see here. Now, oh man, I gotta play catch up again. Every time I have a long answer for a question, I have so much to catch up on. Best Jet Cruise says best single coil RDA for flavor. Ooh, single coil RDA. Hold on. Honestly, I haven't tried too many of them. I mean, I'm not like a huge flavor chaser. Like, I don't spend the hundreds of dollars on like the things like the Hobo, anything like that. I know there's a bunch out there. I'm pretty sure people that are watching right now can give you better suggestions than I could. I really haven't tried too many, to be honest with you. I've tried a couple single coil RTAs, but not a lot of RDAs in my time. I've heard there's one called the Wasp. Is the Wasp Nano a dual? I can't remember. Mark asks, is there any type of juice that's perfect for sour and air except the Mr. Salty just because it's overpriced? The Salt by Craft is a good one, CRFT, and they are coming out with a new couple of flavors soon, and I do have a coupon code with them, so I will be doing a review, and you guys will be getting that coupon code once again, but you can all of course, just check the older videos back in my timeline there if you want to check that review out. Let's see. Evans 413 asks, any tips for building caterpillar coils? Man, all right. So that's the other thing is like a lot of people ask me to do all these complicated builds, and half the time I don't know how to do them. Like I still can't really master the staple coil. So like that's kind of like the peak of my skill level right there. And it's either I could probably do a caterpillar track, but I would have to like practice and practice off camera. And honestly, lately I just haven't had the time to practice. But I'm going to be trying to get to some of those builds as soon as I can. But you know, I do have like I feel like I've almost like hit my peak as far as skill level. Maybe at Showcase or something. If there's any like pro coil builders there, I'll just hang out with one for a little while. What's a good squonk build around 0.1 ohm? 0.1, that's pretty low. Do a parallel, always good. I usually parallel with squonk mods. I like faster ramp up and better flavors, so I usually parallel a Clapton coil. So do a Clapton coil and then parallel another wire in between it. So that's like my go-to flavor / clouds build. Who's going to Expo, Vape Expo in Birmingham? Lucky. You guys are all lucky that are going. I wish I could go. Do you marijuana? No, I do not. There you go. I have smoked before. Don't like the way it makes me feel. I did try some THC e-liquid, which was pretty fun, but it still kind of gave me that same feeling, which after like 2 puffs, I was like, nope, do not want. I mean, I have no aversion to it, and I do believe it has medical benefits, but I don't just do it recreationally, even though I can in my home state of Massachusetts. Just never really got into it. What up, Alex Madrano? What is going on? Yeah, Juul is dope, but it has its issues, just like everything else. Let's see. Jim says, love the Fresh Build Fridays. I'm going to try to keep them up. You know, I missed today, but I'll be back at it. I've done over 100 build videos, guys. Do you know how hard that is? It is very difficult. Kyle says, I like the Me One over the Juul or Fix. Oh, okay. To each their own. You know, everyone's going to be a little bit different. I will be doing a pod system round 2 coming up relatively soon. I have a Juno, but it died. So I have to get it replaced or just buy a new one. And I still haven't gotten myself a bow. So I'm probably just going to go out and buy a bow, and I might end up buying a Juno if I can't get a hold of them. But I will be doing a pod system round 2. A lot of you guys have requested this one as well. Hadley, yeah, the Hadley is a good addy for flavor. Let's see. Matt wants to know, has any Philippine companies ever sent me mods? No, but I freaking wish. The Philippines have some incredible mods. And I'd love to take a look at them. Let's see. Beginner Vaping says, what's up, vapors? Let's see. Beginner Vaping says, do I do much with 18 gauge atomic wire? Hell no. I don't do much with anything bigger than 22 gauge. I feel like that's like the max I'll go nowadays. Like 20 gauge, sure, every now and then for like a cloud chasing setup, but not really. My dad is watching. Everyone say hi to Den B7. That's my dad. Hi, Dad. Colorado Springs. I got to read these questions. All right. He says, I really wish someone would bring a Vape Expo to Colorado Springs, Colorado. So last year, one of the event coordinators tried to throw an event in, I want to say Denver. It was supposed to be in Denver. And at the last second, like a month before the event, they got a new fire commissioner or something like that. And he went on a tirade and said, nope, this isn't happening. And he basically shut down the event. He said, you can't vape in here, period. And they had to move the event a month before. And it ended up moving to, I believe it was moving to Reno. Either that or I can't remember if that was the one that moved back to Connecticut. I can't remember. But yeah, they tried to have one out your way, but unfortunately, things didn't work out. Everyone's saying hi to my dad. Oh, man. Rob says, let's see, wait. I'm still catching up here. Okay, yeah, Rob says, didn't you get a Boulder pod system in Tampa? Yes, I did, and I still enjoy it. I just might need a new pod before I do my review. Yeah, Beginner Vaping says nobody ever puts a vape event in Wyoming. You got to have the market for it. It's got to be like one of those places that's like somewhat easy to travel to and logistically speaking, ship all your stuff to, basically. Like a lot of times they're held at like major hubs, you know, places that have like really big airports, and it's really easy to ship your booth to and stuff like that, because a lot of people don't want to spend a ton of money. Like it could triple the expense of going to Wyoming over Atlanta or Dallas or Tampa or something. Let's see. Vapid Case, peace out. Hope you have a great work day. Deb says her Boulder died after 6 months. Well, you know, it is a very cheap device, so it's not that bad, I guess. 6 months is decent for, you know, the $10 to $20 you pay for it. It's not too bad. Let's see. Still catching up on stuff here, guys. Bear with me. What's up, Brian Enoch? I'm gonna just, I'm so sorry. Last names are not my forte. Any expos coming to California? Not in the near future, but I'm sure there's going to be a couple big ones next year. Let's see. Jen says hi to my dad. Great. Is Grim coming, and Grim and crew coming to Wyoming? I know he's doing kind of like a circle up north in that area. Anyone here? New shops opening up there. Evans 413. Yes, I am covered in tattoos. Here, just show you a little bit. Yeah, full sleeves. I got to get this one finished. I have like a little spot over here that I need to get done. And I'm working on my whole front side here. And eventually I will be mostly covered. Uh-oh. Someone got timed out for 600 seconds, Vaping Case. Oh, jeez. Nightbot, geez, go easy on these guys, man. Nightbot will get you, man. They'll put you in timeout real quick. I said your last name correct? Wow, that's a miracle. Hadley is a single coil? Okay, yeah. Let's put that one on your list. Beginner vaping. Do you have to have tattoos to be a vapor? Everyone I know that vapes has tats but me. No, you don't have to have tattoos. It just helps. Take a nose toot. Okay, so that's another thing I wanted to like discuss kind of with you guys is like I want to do more like challenge videos like with my vlogs. Like I want to change up my vlogs because like I feel like everyone kind of does it the same. Um, I still want to do beer, like a beer pairing sort of thing. I really like doing that. And like, trust me, like so many people have said, oh, you're just copying Grim Green. And they don't realize it's like, I know Grim Green on like a very personal level. We talk from time to time. I don't like to say all the time because it sounds like, you know, I'm like his bestie or something, but you know, we do talk, and whenever we're at shows, we hang out, and like, you know, we're friends, you know. I have his actual phone number, which I will not give out to anyone. Don't ask. But yeah, like we're friends. We talk about this stuff. I have asked him, I even before I did my first like beer segment, I said, "Hey man, would it be cool if I did a beer segment on my vlog?" He's like, "Dude, go for it. We need more like people doing like beer pairings and stuff." So I was like, "Okay." I mean, it's Grim Green approved. Hold on, wait. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right here. It's Grim Green approved. All right, I got banana stickered. But yeah, like I really like doing that sort of stuff, and I want to do like some, you know, whenever we hit milestones on the channel, you know, like if I hit like 20,000 subs or whatever, I'd love to do like a challenge video set by you guys. So like, you know, you guys pick something, um, and like we could just do something random like that. Like, oh, okay, do like a I'm trying to think of something on the top of my head. Like, you know, I don't know. I watch a lot of like the computer, the gaming guys, and they do all these challenge videos. Like, you get a question wrong, and you have to do a challenge, or you have to like, you know, you play Bean Boozled, like that game with the disgusting jelly beans. So, I don't know. I'm thinking that would be pretty cool. Kyle says, by the way, Nick, I found a strange solution to the ghost voltage drop with the Hexome V3. Turn it off, turn it off, and take off the door for the night. Really? I mean, I don't have a battery drain issue with mine. I don't think, but it is definitely in the back of my head all the time. So hey, for those of you that are watching that may have a Hexome V3 with a battery drain issue, there you go. Yeah, if you see, like, I feel like with vaping and tattoos, they just start forming on you as the more you vape. Like the bigger the cloud, the more tattoos just start like forming. And you have to have a beard and a flat brim. By the way, that's the kit. All right, guys. And shout out to anyone that doesn't have tattoos because you're still cool. Let's see. Vape high Nick on a dripper at 100 watts. You know, I want to do challenge videos, but I don't want to die. Tats and beards are not necessary. It's called the beard of knowledge in the UK. Oh, man. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like Evans 413 just really wants me to do like a stupid thing on this thing, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to subject myself. Beginner Vaping says, do a frame stapled Clapton with 20 gauge and 18 gauge. Holy hell. I would love to make like big coils because you've seen those little like clip decorations that you can kind of like put on your hats and stuff. They make like these decorative coils with like colored wire and stuff. It's pretty sweet. Deb says she met Nick at Philly Vape Expo in 2010. That was before I was even vaping. And by the way, guys, I'm coming up on my 6-year vape anniversary. Yay! Dennis says, need to pair you and Vaping Biker to compare beards. I would love to meet that guy. Dean, I've been dying to meet him, and I really wish he was at the London Vape Expo, but I don't think he could make it. So hopefully next time I'm over there, I'm going to try to make it over there for Vape Jam next year. I believe it's in April. Don't quote me. But yeah, I would love to meet him. I want to meet Heathen. I want to meet, who else? Vaping with Vic, Vaping Vic V1CK. Bogan does beer too, and I've seen some of his beer stuff, and he likes good beer. So yay! It's good to meet some like good beer people in this industry. Will, what's up, dude? What's going on? Willie Boyles, big shout out, longtime supporter of the channel, checking in. Let's see. Bogan has beer too. I already read that one. Let's see. Janice Thompson says, I was wondering if you could help me. I bought the Aspire Breeze and I got it at Wild Bill's, and he set it up for me when I ran out of juice. I refilled it and put a new battery, put in a new battery. And when I went to ... vape, went to vape, it tasted so bad and I did not know why. Do you have any idea, or just a bad unit? So one fill of juice, that's all it lasted. I mean, usually with the flavor, it kind of goes downhill. It doesn't just like die all of a sudden. So I would say, make sure, I don't know, check your coil out. Make sure it's not completely burnt. If it is completely burnt, then replace the coil, and that should solve it. I mean, new coil, it shouldn't have anything to do with the actual battery itself. If your beard looks like Dan Haggerty in the 70s, you're classed as a vape god. Okay. See, I'm so unfamiliar with that. Sorry. I've only been vaping for 7.5 months. You know what? Every day counts, people. Always remember that. Every single day counts. So don't feel bad if you've been vaping for a day, a week, a month, a year, 6 years, 10 years, or whatever. Every single day makes a big difference. Let's see. Brandy says the biker beard is epic. Yeah, everyone's cool. I've met a lot of vape reviewers, and everyone's been really cool. And I love that. We all bro down all the time, and squad goals and all that whenever I'm with Ruby Roo and Nick and Jess Marie and Dwayne and all those guys. Like, we all like squad up. I went out when we were in Pittsburgh. We all went out to dinner together, and it was pretty awesome. It was me, Ruby Roo's husband, Matt and Fee, Nick, and Jen. Actually, I don't know if Jen's still in the chat. Let's see. I'm a G says, my dog, my man. And I do like Rick and Morty too, but I don't like really play into it super heavy like Nick does. Everyone would think I'm just straight up copying Nick if I said anything from Rick and Morty. What's up, Brandon Boats? Happy freaking Friday. Thanks for hanging out. Oh, I also have the Wismec SW, Sinuous SW, whatever you want to call it. Wismec and Sinuous are like the same thing. Totally forgot about this one. And this, I've got some Helen from Lane Cove. Super good stuff. I miss Pittsburgh too. And there's probably not going to be any more trade shows in Pennsylvania because of their stupid, stupid, stupid law. Let's see. Don't matter what you're vaping or how long as you're not on them icky sticks. That's right. Amen to that. Fist bump, boom, all that good stuff. Hell yeah. Been a vapor for almost 3 years with my RX200 still going strong. Hell yeah. Love my RX200. The only reason I'm not using my RX200 as opposed to this thing is because this is 28 millimeters in diameter, and the RX, what is it, Gen 3, still only fits up to 25 millimeters flush. Sucks. This thing fits up to 30 millimeter atomizers flush, which is awesome. And it works well, but, you know, the little battery door design thing, pain in the ass. That Blasdo. Let's see. I'm a chief, bro. Love your vids. Fist bump. Shout out. Wismec lightsaber. You're damn right. Did anyone? All right. Does anyone watch until the very end of my videos? I'm curious because, like, I always kind of like, not always, but occasionally I'll just sneak something into the very end of my videos or the very bottom of my descriptions. I'm trying to like sneak little things in there. Sometimes even in the thumbnails, I'll put little hidden stuff. So for those of you like super fans out there, or I hate calling people fans. I don't have fans. I have friends. All of you guys I consider my friends. I hate calling people fans and stuff. It just doesn't sound right. I don't feel like I deserve fans. But yes, in the very end of the SW video, all I do is just go and I got a kick out of it. I actually lolled. I laughed out loud with that one. Eric Stockton, 2 weeks smoke free. Fist bump. Yes. Hell yes. That's the other thing. I can't find the button on this stupid thing. He said, "Cloud chasing vapes is what your dad said. Explain." I was born in 1987, so anything pretty much prior to 87, I am just over my head. PA passed some extreme taxes on vaping to the tune of 40%. That's a 40%. Oh yeah. Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, explain the stupid law. Oh, thanks, Dad. Okay, yeah. It's pretty common knowledge for most American vapors now, but yeah, basically a 40% floor tax, which means, or 40% tax and a 40%, calm down, pace yourself, a 40% wholesale tax and a 40% floor tax, which means you have to pay 40% of the wholesale price directly to the state, and you have to pay 40% of all of the stuff that you already have on the shelf. So a lot of people liquidated their entire inventory before the tax went into effect, so they didn't have to pay, the $1 million+ that it would have cost them. But they have to buy it back piece by piece. And a lot of e-liquid vendors are actually working very closely with PA vendors so that they can basically overcome this crazy 40% tax. I mean, I'll let you in on a little secret. Blaz E-Liquid, my company, splits the tax. So that way they only have to pay 20% and we actually cover the other 20%, which is actually a really, I think, a pretty decent thing to do. Subliminal messages. Yes, that's true. I'm going to sneak in like split frames of just like subscribe. Like one frame, just boop, real quick. Yeah, a lot of PA businesses are going under, unfortunately, because of this, and they need to come together. PA vapors need to come together and vote. That is the biggest thing they can do right now. That is the most power that they have. And everyone's still kind of fighting the local battles as well. So you definitely have people on your side. I'm gonna see if I can pronounce this one. Foulet. Oh man, I'm not even gonna pronounce your last name, dude, because I don't know. I can't. Vaping is awesome. Help me quit cigs. It's been a year since I touch one now. When someone is smoking by me, it stinks so bad. I'm a salesman, so another plus to vaping. Yeah, there you go. You smell good. Vaping makes you smell good. There you go. Yeah, vaping community are very good people. And a lot of people switch to DIY. Yeah, I can see a lot of you guys out there are doing that. It's funny, actually. We still have Matthew on from South Africa. He says the laws are minimal. We have not had any problems here yet. But recently, I've seen a South African study that was trying to disprove the Royal College of Physicians study. They're actually trying to say it's completely, they're trying to debunk it completely, which is just absolutely crazy. I think that's just ridiculous. So South Africa, you might be in for some laws in the near future. Is it hard to make your own liquid? That's a tricky question to answer because I haven't done it myself, but a lot of people out there are doing it nowadays, and that's pretty much how a lot of people were doing it before. So before the gourmet e-liquids. So yeah, you got to be safe with it. Bottom line is just whatever you do, if you try it yourself, just make sure you're doing it safe. Make sure you're getting the recipes exactly. Use proper lab equipment. Don't use just any old, dishes that you might have hanging around the house or anything. Do it the proper way. Give it a proper go. My dad says fruity flavors are to attract the little children. Yes, because adults hate flavors. Am I right? I mean, I have 26 adults watching right now, and I'm sure none of you like flavors. I mean, you want just regular tobacco and menthol e-liquid, right? I mean, that's what the government thinks. Well, Beginner Vaping says, knock on wood, Wyoming allows vaping in bars but not smoking. That's good. I can't say it's going to last forever, but it only takes one time when a vapor actually sets off a smoke alarm or something for them to change the laws. So make sure you vape, using a little pod system or something, not just a big cloud chucking setup that you got. Vape politely. I'm sure you guys that are watching right now all are very polite people, so I'm not going to harp on you about that. But yeah, don't go chucking clouds in people's faces when you're out at the bar, if you're allowed to vape where you're at. Let's see. Everyone's saying how they got into DIY. Yeah, DIY is not too expensive to get into, and you do get a lot for the money, I guess. My dad says he read that big tobacco is behind vaping. Big tobacco is behind their own agenda, which is actually the IQOS system, which is a heat not burn system that still requires a stubby little cigarette, or looks like a cigarette, and it has a little bit of tobacco in there, but you can't light it because it's coated with this petroleum jelly sort of stuff. So you can't physically actually light the little butt. And then it goes in this little pod thing, kind of looks like a mod basically, and it heats up, and you vape the nicotine out of the tobacco, and then you throw away the butt. So I don't know. It's just crazy. I think it's just why are they bothering with that? It seems like it's so much work for the same amount, same pleasure that you get from actually vaping. Big shout out to Vape Case. Wow, thank you, dude. Much appreciated. And I'm really not like, trying not to beg or anything like that. Like, with having Super Chat on, and for those of you that don't know, Super Chat is where you can, give a little bit. Any little bit helps. But yeah, I do this. I get a lot of stuff in from companies, but I do, like I was saying earlier, I do have to buy a lot of stuff myself. If someone wants a specific review, or I want to do a specific video like the pod system review, I'm going to have to spend probably about $80 or so of my own money on that video. And, it's tough sometimes because it's one of those things where money can be tight. But you guys, you help me out by not only just watching my videos. I do have my ads running, not on every video, because YouTube is being a royal pain in the ass right now. They're demonetizing most of my videos, so I'd say about 75% of my videos are being demonetized now. Thanks, YouTube. Thanks, algorithms. Thanks, AdGate. But those of them that still have ads running are making me a couple of bucks. It's not much, but but yeah, you guys don't have to. Don't feel free. You don't have to give, but every little bit does help. That's why I have my little PayPal link in the description of my videos and on my channel banner and stuff like that. But don't feel pressured into giving me money, honestly. Beginner Vaping says, UK put out vaping etiquette. You must ask permission to vape in your own home. What? What? Do I still have any UK vapors in here to confirm or deny? Let's see. Oh, okay. We got a new question. I'm a G says, what's my favorite juice? Well, I'm a bit biased because at the moment, of course, I'm going to pimp my own stuff, Blaz. Love me some Blaz. But, well, if I took that out of the equation, I don't know. I like a lot of stuff. I like a lot of blue raspberry flavors. I like a lot of sweet stuff, candy stuff, and fruit stuff, basically. One of my most recent favorites, I go mostly by recent favorites because I always change. But one of my recent favorites is this one right here, which is Nashi. This is Nashi V2, actually. Caramel and Asian pear. And I drained through this bottle pretty quick. This is another one by the same manufacturer. This is Arcadia. It's Lemon Berry Jawbreaker. Oh, I went through that bottle so fast. I didn't even really get to talk about it on the channel at all. Those are made by Juice Guys, and you can find them online. Or if you live down south, you can find them all over, I believe, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia. I know they have a shop there, and a couple other ones down there in Georgia. Deb says, does anyone have problems with people thinking your vehicle's on fire when you vape? I'm always worried about that because I'm like billowing clouds out, and if I'm in traffic, people are going to be like, oh no, there's a car on fire up there. But I'm just like trying to like keep it in, but I can't do it. Can't help it, man. I love the clouds. Let's see. So I can take some of my roll your own tobacco, dip it in some Vaseline, and stick it down in my drip tip. Yeah. It would be cheaper than e-juice. Well, not if you DIY'd there, Eric. Corey, did the winner get announced yet? Not yet. I'm going to do that pretty much last. We're coming up right on 9:30 now, probably around the 9:50 mark. I'm going to start getting that already. I've got my list already. I do have my list already. I just got to, throw it in the randomizer. It's going to take 2 seconds, so I'll do that very last thing. Let's see. What flavor is Blaz? Blaz is a blue raspberry based line. We have 3 flavors: blue raspberry watermelon, which I'm vaping right now, blue raspberry strawberry, and blue raspberry mango. And to me, the blue raspberry watermelon tastes kind of like the Sour Patch Kids watermelons without being super sour. The blue raspberry mango tastes like a high chew candy or a Mamba candy if you've ever had one of those. And the strawberry tastes kind of like a slushy mix. It's almost like a blue and a red slushy at the same time. Let's see. Whoa. I got to catch up on these questions here, guys. Damn fruit flies. I am just, ugh, I swear. They follow me everywhere I go. I can't help it. UK is vape friendly, but Wales have tried to ban vaping in public places. Yikes. That's pretty crazy. Mike says whenever he's in his coach, he gets asked if he's on fire. A lot of you guys have been asked if you're on fire. It's just clouds, bro. Clouds. John, he says, thanks for the vape mat and other stuff. No problem, man. That's what I do. I love giving back to the people that help me out. Honestly, that's what I do. That's what I love doing. That's why I'm giving away a Pulse 24 tonight. And oh yeah, I'll talk about that when I do the announcement. We'll talk about giveaways in a little bit here. I do have a ton of stuff to give away, but things are going to be changing a little bit. So, and I'm not sure if you guys are going to like it, but we'll talk about that in a little while here. How do you enter the giveaway? It's too freaking late. How many tattoos do you have, and how long have you been getting tattooed for? I've been getting tattooed since I was 18 years old, and I don't really have necessarily like tattoos piece by piece. I just have like this sleeve, my whole front, my leg is in progress. I have my feet done, and I have a little one on my back, and I have a couple random ones here and there. And I have a finger mustache, So it's like I don't really count by like how many. I just go by how many hours, and I lost track a while ago. I have probably over 100 hours at least. Let's see. I think Kelsey needs a new phone. Doesn't want to work, I guess. Well, maybe, Kelsey, you could probably catch the replay. This is going up on my channel, so you could definitely catch the replay. Can you get my juice in the UK? Not yet. Wink. Beginner Vapor says, seriously though, how busy does a mainline reviewer get during the week? Well, if you're like me and have a full-time job on top of reviewing, and I'm doing marketing and sales for an e-liquid line, you get pretty busy. I do all the marketing for Blaz, and I do all the design work as well. So I actually designed these labels. So it does get a bit hectic. And yeah, I've been pretty much nonstop for the past couple of months. A lot of times you'll get like a flood of stuff in. You'll get like a vape mail that's like just 10 packages at once. DHL probably hates me because I'm always getting stuff in from, all the guys over in China. But like 1 week, I think I got probably 5 tanks and RDAs and like 3 mods and a couple of starter kits and stuff like that. Like I have these boxes of stuff that I like bring into my office and just like plop it down on the floor. I'm just like, I don't have the room for it. Actually, I'm actually going to be expanding my little cubbies pretty soon because I ran out of room for juice, and I'm already running out of room for other stuff too. Oh, I guess my dad's going to bed. Everyone's saying good night. All right. Good night, Dad. Let's see. Let's see. Dennis says, drive a semi, got pulled over by DOT in Colorado, thought I was smoking pot. That's hilarious. Yeah, right. Just huge billowing clouds out the side. Did it smell like pot? I sure hope not. If you, well, unless you're smoking or vaping some, pot e-liquid or something. I don't know. Sometimes I get embarrassed about the amount of vapor that's in my, around me. When I'm not at the shop, when I'm not at the shop that I work at, when I'm out in public, I'm just like trying not to like blow a huge cloud. But yeah. Deb says, "Am I in a purple room?" No, actually, I'm in whatever color I want it to be room. So I can change it to green, and I can change it to red, or I can change it to pink or blue, whatever I want. That's the beauty of LEDs. But usually my white balance goes haywire whenever I change the colors around like that. Yes, all of that and just a little one on my back as far as tattoos. Yes, I know. I do have plans for an entire back piece, though, so I'm pretty excited about that. It's going to be epic. That's all I'm going to say. Let's see. Once was John says was told once that people inside a building thought my car was on fire. Yeah. All of a sudden, it just like a fire truck pulls up next to you. Have I ever tried Yeti vape liquid? No, haven't tried it. Doesn't sound too familiar. Not sure. What do I do for a regular job? I am a vape shop employee. Yes. Who would have thunk, right? Good question here from Corin. Corey says, "What's my first vape device?" I still have it to this day. I still have it. It is a Volcano eSigs Magma kit, which was a sig-alike with a original dripping atomizer that could hold 6 drops, not 7. If you did 7, it leaked everywhere. Which was a bridged atomizer and a personal charging case. So I had 2 batteries and a couple of atomizers and a personal little charging case that I carried all around with me. And that was my first ever vape device almost 6 years ago. Thought my dad was really in here. Well, he was in chat. He wasn't in the room. I don't live at home still. Let's see. See you later, Will. Peace out, brother. Hope you have a good night. Let's see. Oh, I missed a bunch here. Let's see. Space cake. Yep. I heard that's good stuff. Gonna have to try it myself one of these days. How's the weather in Massachusetts? It's starting to get cold. It is probably around the 40-degree mark right now. My window's a little bit open because it gets kind of hot in here with the lights on me and everything, but it's getting a little bit colder. So, winter's coming. Dun, 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 dun. I don't watch Game of Thrones. But yeah, winter's coming, so you could definitely start feeling the chill pretty soon. Vape a whole bottle of root. Which root? That's the question. I know of a few roots. Yeti was at VCCPA 15. I might have tried it. Yeah, I think I might have it. That was forever ago. Let's see. We had snow here in Wyoming today. Holy crap. Wow. Deb has angered the angry Nightbot. Be careful. I'm telling you, Nightbot will get you. Nightbot is a bitch. Oh, man. So, Any more questions, guys? I'm actually caught up now for once. I would love to hear some more questions from you guys. I feel like I've covered a lot. I feel like I've covered a whole variety of different topics. I mean, literally, whatever you guys want to talk about tonight, I am game. That's why I'm doing this whole thing. And if you want to see more of these kind of videos, let me know. This is the unedited, still censored Daily Vape TV. I've actually been considering kind of doing more uncensored because I do swear in my daily life. Trust me, I do quite a bit. What is that tattoo on my left leg? I don't know if I can even get it in the shot. Oh my God. Don't meme that. I don't know if you can even see it. But yeah, it's a squid wrapped around a submarine. You can see it in my freaking slippers. Oh, great. Oh, God. Corey asked, how many times have you experienced venting of any kind or of English? How many times have you experienced venting or any kind of catastrophic battery event or battery vent? The only time I melted a battery was when I shorted out the RSST. I believe that's what it was called. Does anyone else remember that? Does anyone else remember that? I must have had a leg touching something that it wasn't supposed to touch, and I was pressing the fire button. I was on a silver bullet from Alt Smoke silver bullet back in the day. I must have did something weird and shorted it because I pressed the fire button. It got really hot really fast. I opened it up and my battery wrapper was just melted. And I'm like, okay, stop, put it down, done. Let's see. Brandon still has one. All right. Yeah, Beginner Vaping says, just a note, if the FDA is so worried about popcorn along with vaping, they better not open a bag of microwave popcorn. Well, that's because the FDA, everyone in the FDA and the government and everything like that, they eat paper. That's all they eat is paper. All those forms that you fill out and all that stuff, they don't look at it. You send it in and it just goes right into their mouth. That's what they eat. They don't eat anything else. So there you go. That's why they don't. That's why they're worried about popcorn lung, about everything like that. Yeah, they don't like flavors because they eat paper. See? The more you know. Matt White says Nike socks, big money. I got these for Christmas. So, yeah. Every Christmas I ask for socks. So, yeah. Popcorn lung. Yeah, I think that's all like kind of just like behind us now, I hope, until the next study pops up. There are no cases of diacetyl in microwave popcorn is huge. There's no cases of vaping with popcorn lung. There's no real actual connection between those two things. But since there is diacetyl in e-liquid, that's their only way that they can just barely. It's called, what is it? Grasping at strings or something like that. Yeah, I believe that's the expression. Nike should sponsor me. Yeah. Let's see. People still try to tell Wayne that he shouldn't vape because of popcorn lung. Yeah. What am I sipping on? This is some Fat Tire by New Belgium. It's a nice, easy drinking ale, Belgian style ale. You know, if you say a word too many times, it loses all meaning. Try it sometime. Let's see. Diacetyl isn't even used in most juices now. That is correct. And not only that, the concentrations, even in the most concentrated form of, an e-liquid, it's still far less than anything that you experience with breathing it in directly, like the people that actually got popcorn lung. But besides that, there's also diacetyl in regular cigarettes, which they don't tell you. Don't get me ranting, guys. Seriously, it's too late for that. Double barrel mod looks really nice. Not sure which one you're talking about. There's a few of them out there now. Oh, man. Oh, let's see. 9:45. We're almost ready for the giveaway. Yeah, like 500 times more in a SIG. Boom. Drop the mic. Oh, by Squid Industries? Yeah, that thing is pretty sweet. I want to get myself one of them. I didn't even know when I was in Florida, when I was in Tampa, I didn't even know the guys from Squid Industries were there. And I was so mad. And Purge Mods was there too. They didn't have a booth. They were walking around. And I missed them there as well. So I was a little bit bummed. Nice leg shot. Yeah, some sweet calf porn for you guys. Got another really good question here. Carlos asks, hey man, what is your opinion about the RX Gen 3 in manufacturing quality compared to the other RX? Well, I like it. It's about on par, I would say. It's not really better. It's not really worse. The plastic bottom piece is the only thing that bugs me about it, I guess, like the battery door. If anything is going to break, that's going to break. The hinge or the door itself. That's the only thing that you really got to like worry about. But other than that, I feel like the body and everything is perfectly fine, definitely up to my standards. I love the screen on it. I love, the overall kind of look and feel. But the only thing that concerns me is the battery door, which take good care of that, but otherwise it could take some knocks and keep on rocking. That kind of rhymed. I don't know if Squid had a booth. I think he was at another booth. That's what what I think was going on. God, I am like all sorts of like today. I don't think they had a booth in Tampa. I think they were sharing a booth or they were at another booth or something. I can't remember because I think that's where Nick picked up his Squid mod. He's like, I think it was like we went to dinner after the last day and he's like, oh, check out this Squid mod. And I was just like, oh, that's badass. Where'd you get it? And he's like, oh, they were at a booth. I'm like, oh, well, thanks for telling me, bro. Like, I swear to God, we were at the little reviewers booth thing, our little lounge area, and I didn't even see him leave that area. He had a queue of people just lined up waiting to talk to him. And he was just standing there for hours and hours and hours, just shaking people's hands, taking pictures with people, signing people's stuff. And I didn't even get to see him like leave the booth. That's the struggle of Grim Green. And he got the whole purpose of him requesting that area because he actually approached Kevin, the guy who runs the events. He said, Kevin, let's get a booth for the reviewers and just have us all kind of like sit in one place and we can chill with our fans and whatnot. And that way I don't have to stand up all day long. Well, he still pretty much stood up for almost the entire time. Let's see. I know I saw a good one up here. Beginner Vaping says, question all, Mage, Merlin, or Medusa? You can only pick one. I'm an old school. Want to know which one I should get. My vote is Merlin. Merlin Mini is a really good tank. I really like mine. There's my vote. Mage is also really good, but I still pick the Merlin. Corn Corey says, do you think Squonk Mod should drop in price? Yes. If you're 3D printing something, Yes, it should. There shouldn't be any waiting lists for a 3D printed mod. I'm sorry. I mean, I know a lot of work still goes into them, but it's not like the hand carved, stabilized wood, beautiful 75-watt DNA pieces that we have seen come out of the Netherlands and stuff. I don't know, across the pond. Um, there's some beautiful pieces coming out of Europe and the UK and stuff. But over here, 3D printing, bending a piece of metal and throwing a 510 and a button on there, don't think you should have to wait. Don't think you should have to pay $200 for them. Matthew asks, do you think the Rig Descendant is worth the money? Pretty sure that's still an 18650 mod. If it is, then no. My money's all on 2700 mechs at the moment. I would say Kennedy 2700. He makes a roundhouse right now that's really good. Pair it up with a 25 millimeter Kennedy, and you got yourself one hell of a setup. Wait until Rig comes out with another 2700. However, I don't think the fancier mods like Scoundrels and Rogues and Purges are really worth the money. I mean, they're pretty and all that, but damn, they're expensive. Let's see. Flavor RTA. We're talking about the Mage still. Battery vent. James says he had a battery vent on a Dimitri parallel box. Yeah, I heard those were kind of prone to that. So I saw them and they were pretty inexpensive, and I was like on the fence about it. They look really cool for the time. And then I've heard a lot of them were like venting and ripping batteries and stuff like that. I was just like, not worth the hassle. Had one start to on a Cricket, learned my lesson. Yeah, Crickets, the V1 Cricket, bad news, man. It was one of the worst decisions Wismic ever made. Like, come on, Jabo, you're better than that. It's like he made that mod for himself because he knew how to use it, but everyone else was they weren't ready for it. Let's just put it that way. Let's see. I know I would buy Squonk mod if they were cheaper. Would anyone else? That's a good question. Honestly, Pulse BF, boom, there you go. It's coming out soon. If it's not already out, I don't know. Purge truck is awesome. I've got a stack truck. They're nice. They're nice. Don't get me wrong. They're really nice. And if you're a mech guy, then you will definitely make it worth that price because you'll use it all the time. But me with mechs, I'll pick one up from time to time. But other than that, it's just kind of a passing thing for me. Until I probably get some 2700s. If I can get a couple of 2700 mechs, like I really like the Wismech RX Machina. That's a really good one for cheap. So it's not bad for a 2700 mech. But I really want the roundhouse. Matt, I just answered your question with that one too. That's the RX Machina, is the Jabo tube. All right. Let's see. Got my Pulse BF for 28. That's a deal. Oh, here's a good question. James asked, do you object to clones? Now, I have two ways of thinking about this. One, if you really want to get into vaping and you can't afford, the normal one, then I don't really mind it so much. But if you can afford the real thing, you should support American businesses, because any money that you spend to Chinese clone manufacturers isn't going in any way, shape, or form to the cause, which is the lawsuits, to advocacy groups, because a lot of these companies will be, they will donate a lot of their money to those groups. So whatever route you can take to clean your conscience. You know, if you can give a couple of bucks to advocacy, if you can't afford an authentic one or whatever, or, I don't know. I just personally, I wouldn't buy a clone because I know a lot of the mod manufacturers, and I don't think I could bring myself to actually buy a clone of their product from a person that I've stood in front of, shook their hand, and said, "I love your products. You're doing so many great things. Thank you for what you do." I could not bring myself to buy a clone because of that reason. But a lot of people don't get to meet most of these guys, so they don't really think about that. But at the end of the day, I mean, clone manufacturers, there's a few good clones out there of things that you just can't get. Like the Tobacco makes a really good clone of the Velocity, like the V2 Velocity. There's a really good clone from Tobacco out there, and you can't really get your hands on an authentic Velocity anymore because they don't really make a lot of them. So as far as that goes, I mean, I don't really, they don't care. That's the other thing, is they don't care. But if you're trying to buy like a clone of a recoil or something, then come on, why buy a clone of a Chinese-made product? I mean, same thing with the Goon. So many people are buying Goon clones. It's like, it's already a Chinese-made product. Why are you buying a clone of something that comes from China? Doesn't make any sense to me. But beginner vaping, yes, that is the BF Squonk mod that I've been holding up occasionally throughout the show. BF Squonk, or BF Pulse. Pulse BF, I don't know, whatever. Let's see. Heaven's Gifts, yeah. Oh man, I missed a lot here. The mech kind of stuff kind of scares me. What? Oh yeah. I'm trying to catch up on comments, guys. Should have the Pulse soon. Pre-ordered. Yep, should ship out next week. That's pretty sweet. I got to get my review out of that sooner than later. But I have a queue. I have a pretty massive queue right now. I just can't win. Even after Vandy Vape Week, where I did 4 reviews in 1 week, that was hell. Still needs to hit our shores. Yeah. See you, Mike. Mike, it is super late over there. Big props to you for hanging out this long, bud. Boom. See you Sunday. Right. Would I go and buy the new VGod box mod? I haven't even seen it, man. I'm behind the times. I have so much work to do, just concentrating right now on the stuff that I have to review. It's been insane. We've been chatting amongst ourselves. I'm sorry, guys. Isn't that the Stargate tank? I don't know what the Stargate tank is. Yeah. Deb says, it's what you can afford. Vape budget hands. Don't smoke. Whatever you have to do, though. Yeah, I agree. That's pretty much my stance on clones. I mean, yeah, pretty much. All right, so let's get to this giveaway. Let's see. Can I do this? Can I do anything? Oh, there we go. I'm going to share my screen real quick with you guys so you know I'm not cheating. I'm going to bring up my list, and we're going to copy these names. We're going to go to random.org. You guys know the deal. You guys should be used to this by now. What am I doing? List randomizer. Okay, so I'm going to randomize this 3 times, okay? 3 times, and then the winner will be the top one on the 3rd randomize. So ready? Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 right here. We got our winner. GDR Gudumiller. All right. I'm going to find out who that is, and I will announce the winner. So I'm just going to be on screen right now finding out who this is real quick. Let's open my email. Boop, a doop, boop, boo. And oh, his username is George of the Jungle. Lovely. All right. Well, congratulations, George of the Jungle. You won yourself a Pulse 24. Sorry, I couldn't give away more of them, guys. I do have lots of stuff, like I said, to give away. And as I was kind of hinting at earlier, I will be giving away more stuff soon. I have a lot of stuff to give away, and it's just going to be kind of random. Now, I'm going to be also doing it on my other social media platforms as well as on YouTube. So if you see a giveaway announcement on the actual title of the video, it's going to be done on YouTube. If you see it, if I mention it, I might actually mention something where I'm going to be doing a giveaway on another social media. Then there's that. But I do have to kind of give everyone a fair shot at these things. See you, Matt. Take it easy. So yeah, I do have to give kind of like all my different social media platform followers, an even shot at stuff from time to time. So, and I also want to grow those social medias as well. So I need more people to check out my Facebook page, and I need more people to check out my Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm going to be doing some giveaways exclusively for those platforms. But bottom line is, the way I'm going to be doing it from now on, because of the FDA regulations and because of all this stuff that we're dealing with right now, I have to have a transaction. And I thought the best way to do that is to, at the very least, cover my expenses, because I just did a Vape Mat giveaway and I shelled out shipping for 10 packages, which was a lot. And flat rate shipping is getting more and more expensive. So what I'm going to be doing is having those of you that are entering these contests, these giveaways, what have you, will cover the shipping cost. And if you're not comfortable with that, I understand, but that's the way I got to do it. So, like I said, times can be tough, and money doesn't grow on trees and all that stuff. But I need to have a transaction. I need to have some sort of proof that I basically sold it to you, rather than you just getting it for free, because technically speaking, the FDA doesn't want me to be able to give out vaping equipment. So there's that. So you guys are going to cover the shipping costs, and that way it covers all bases. And that is how it's going to be from now on. Unfortunately, I don't want to have to do that. I would love to be able to, give away stuff just like crazy. But at the end of the day, it does cost me personally an arm and a leg when it comes to shipping, especially when I do multiple giveaways of, multiple things or bigger items and stuff like that, like a mod, stuff like that will be a little bit more expensive. But I promise I will be doing more giveaways so that you guys have more of a chance to win cool stuff. And also, obviously, if you want to see me do more of these videos of these like live streams and answering questions or anything like that, I'd love to, entertain you guys for a couple of hours. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you. Make sure you check out my other social media platforms if you want to get in on those exclusive kind of giveaways. Be doing like, flash giveaways. Just like one day I'll just be like, I'm bored, I'll give something away. Boom. And do like a 24-hour sort of thing where it's like, all right, tomorrow I'm going to pick the winner. Boom. Get it done. Get it over with. But yeah, that's what I got for this little show, whatever you want to call it. Make sure you join me this Sunday on the super awesome vape show on Vinny's channel, Sir Vaping a Lot. I'll probably put a link down there in his to his channel as well. But I will be answering more questions on another Q&A some other time, I'm sure. But yeah, I've been rambling for 2 hours now. My voice is starting to get sore. I'm going to take it easy now, guys. All right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. Really do appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure on the way out, just hit that like button if you would. Thank you guys so much for everything. You guys have been amazing for asking me so many questions. Make sure you check out all the links in the description to all the stuff we talked about in today's video. But anyways, yeah, that does it for me, guys. As always, vape on.